Under Shari'ah Standard 46, Wakalah bil Istithmar. Can you explain clause 12.4? Okay. 46. This one. 12.4. Okay. Okay, this is the one, right? So what is the section about? Again, contemporary applications of investment agency. Okay. So under the section, we have expiry of investment agency term. This is the one, yeah? Okay. Expiry of investment agency term before collecting amounts receivable. If the agency expires and the receivables are yet to be collected and the agency is not mutually renewed, the investment agent is required to collect the receivables and take necessary actions against the debtors or other counterparties delaying their payments. The agent is not entitled to any fee for such collection unless agreed otherwise. It is not permissible for the agent to use such funds received for his personal use or to reinvest them. The agent is not required to pay to the principal such receivables from his own personal funds or to seek financing like tawarruk for this purpose. Okay. So basically, if we are this is Wakalah bil Istithmar or investment agency contract. Now, in the investment agency, there is a term maybe in this agency. The agency could be with or without specified terms. Okay. So what we say here is that the investment agency had a specific term and the term expired. But before the term expired, meaning that during the tenure of the agency, the agent had some contracts with some other parties on the capacity of agent. Okay. But the receivables were not yet collected. Now the question is, after the agency contract is finished, right? Now, if he receives the receivables, who owns the receivables? Who has the right on such receivables? So I guess from our general fiqh muamalat sense, we can easily understand that since he has the right to such receivables as the capacity of being an agent, investment agent, hence all the receivables or all profits, etc., will follow the agency role. It's not his personal asset unless and otherwise agreed upon with his principal, right? So I think it's very easy to understand that. So from that point of view, now the question is, if the agency is renewed, then we have no issue because we understand that he's getting the receivable while he is still an agent. So we are fine with that. However, we are seeing that the agency is not renewed. Now what will happen? So the clause is saying that the investment agent is required. It is his responsibility to collect the receivables. And not only that, he should also take necessary actions against the debtors or counterparties who are delaying, who are procrastinating. Why is that? Because those receivables incurred during his responsibility. So it is his responsibility to complete the job, even though the agency has not been mutually renewed. Now, so this is the first part of the clause talks about the requirement, what he is required. He is required to collect it. Now, the second part of the clause says, let's say he received the receivables. Can he use it or not? So it's saying no, he is not entitled to any fee for such collection unless otherwise agreed. Let's say it is agreed upon, no issue. But if it's not agreed, it's still his job and he will not be paid. Now, can he use the funds for his own personal use? Cannot. It is not permissible to use such funds received for his personal use or reinvest them. It's not permissible because it's not his money. Everything that he did on a capacity of investment agent, he got paid for that in terms of maybe a percentage of the entire investment amount or a lump sum, right? So it's not his entitlement. He will not be entitled to do that, use that. Rather, he has to pay this to the principal. On the other hand, if he is unable to collect the receivables, rather, let's say the debtors are not paying, right? Will he be personally liable? No. You can see this same concept mentioned again and again in the Shari'ah standards. When someone has a trustee capacity, an agent has a kind of trustee capacity, a mudarib has a trustee capacity as well. In all those trustee capacities, you don't guarantee the capital, you don't guarantee the profit, unless and otherwise if there is a negligence or a misconduct or something. So here, if the receivables are not paid, he is not required to get financing for and pay on a personal capacity. No, it is not required. He is just required to put his efforts to collect it, and once collected, he is not able to use it. He should be paying it back, but he is not required to top up this from his own funds. That's what the latter part is talking about. Okay, I hope this is answered. This session was brought to you by TAIF and Adel. If you have benefited from it, please share in your social media platforms about both the entities and share the word. Spread the word. Jazakumullah khairan.